life was made for a living. Life isn't made for being status quo and just sitting in front of the TV and dreaming and watching shows and being this outside participant in what people are doing that are really living their lives. So this was just something that I had to do for me. But I believe that the why is always bigger, because I believe that we're called to be inspirers. We're called to inspire other people.
In about an hour. Right now I feel like I'm gonna throw up and cry and scream. Well, Effie Hotchkiss inspired me to do this trip simply by being the woman that she was 100 years ago. If you think about what life was like in 1915 and what challenges that she was gonna face, and she just had this spirit within her that I think I can say that I have that spirit as well. And for her to do that only gave me the courage and the inspiration to think about, gosh, could I do this? Hey, it's Kris and Lisa. We made it to New York. Woohoo!
Really came on the trip. Riding, making the choices that we had to, navigating the roads, navigating the towns, and dealing with the things that we had to. When a question came to mind, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, 100 years ago, they didn't have this opportunity. They didn't have this much help. They didn't have these people to call or to rely on. These were two women out there alone.
Everybody, we are in Sandusky, Ohio.
I felt the closest to Effie when we were riding through Missouri and Kansas area, because it was like 95 degrees. It was so hot. And for me, Missouri and Kansas was wheat fields and trains. And I thought, is this what Effie wanted to see? Is this what she was longing for, right? What she wrote about was seeing America and being in wide open spaces and green fields.
And we're gonna take the scenic route. Hope you enjoy it.
One of the things that I thought was very heartwarming is once we started planning our stops at the Harley-Davidson dealerships, when we reached out to them, they were like, who are you? What are you doing? Tell me the story again. Yeah, swing on by.
About Effie and what she wanted to live this adventurous piece in her life. And I think we all want that. It might not be riding across the country on a motorcycle, but what's adventurous to you? What do you want to do with your life? What are the things that you want to risk that you never ever thought that you would ever do? After I first learned about Avis and Effie, I thought, gosh, that would be really cool to make that trip. And I think I sat on that thought for about 2 years. And then someone challenged me and said, Lisa, you need to take that trip. And I thought, no. There were all these reasons why I should not go on this trip. But there was one reason why I should. And it's because this is what I'm supposed to do. This is something that was put on my heart because Avis and Effie inspired me 100 years ago. And it's my life's mission to inspire women as well.
I'm not Avis and this isn't Effie. We're Sandy and CJ. This is a modern day sidecar.
Well, why are you here tonight?
Because of you.
Okay.
So, we left New York City 3 days ago on our way to San Francisco, and this is one of our awesome stops. This is our new friend Maggie, and I have a couple of questions for her.
20 years old, and I ride a Harley Davidson Sportster 883cc.
So, doing our laundry.
This is the not so glamorous part of being on the road for 2 weeks.
I think that what everyone longs for is something to belong to and something to believe in. And that's what the Inspire Tour did for people. Women came and met us in Joliet, Illinois. They waited hours for us. We got lost, took a wrong turn to get to Chicago and accidentally ended up in Chicago, and they waited for us. There was a woman at Blue Springs Harley Davidson that had gone through breast cancer. She wasn't able to ride anymore, but she shared her story with us, and we were inspired by her just as much as she was inspired by us.
Hey there, it was an early morning and we finally made it to San Luis Obispo is where we are. And
Or otherwise known as slow.
slow, yeah. Not for us, we're not slow, we're just at slow, we're in slow.
We're not celebrities. We're just regular women who are out there with a mission and a vision to use who we are to inspire other women. My vision was to go out and inspire other women, and what I learned on this trip is that inspiration is a two-way street because they inspired me just as much as I inspired them.
Department. Let me show you what's going on outside.
One thing that we learned on this ride is that there are people that will help you no matter where you are, no matter who you are, but because you ride a motorcycle, there's this kindred spirit that you feel automatically. We were running late one day coming into Santa Fe, and Suzanne had spent a lot of the day waiting for us at the Santa Fe Harley Davidson dealership, and I felt really, really bad. I had her phone number. And so I called her the next day and we said, Suzanne, we so wanted to meet you. Can we meet you for lunch today in Albuquerque? And she dropped everything and she met us in Albuquerque. And it was great just to sit and have lunch with her and listen to her stories. I mean, some of the people that we talked to have led amazing lives where they've had struggles and triumphs, and we shared all of that. And I just remember connecting with her when we left, and she's like, if there's anything that you need from me, let me know. I am here to help no matter what you do. If you break down between here and somewhere in California, call me. I will come get you. Before we started this trip, we tried to make it authentic as possible. And one of the things that I really took away from this was before Avis and Effie left, They dipped water from the Atlantic Ocean and in a mason jar and took it with them the entire way. And we did that too. And so when we got to San Francisco, I kind of had this feeling of, gosh, it's over. But it was the anticipation of making it there. And I tried to put myself in Effie's position as if she was standing along the waters of the Pacific Ocean. What would she be feeling? And I got to do that too. I got to pour my water into the Pacific Ocean. And then I joined the water that I took from the Atlantic Ocean with the water from the Pacific Ocean, because that memorialized this great dream that I had to ride a motorcycle across the United States. And I have it, and I put it on my desk as a reminder of everything that we went through on that trip, what we accomplished, the struggles that we went through. Yet I also think about Effie, and I think that we joined time. She did it 100 years ago. I did it 100 years after she did it. And there's this strong connection. I've never met the woman, obviously, but I just feel this connection to her, that she had a dream and I had a dream. And realizing that you have to say yes to the adventures of your life. You're gonna have fear. You're gonna have to take a risk. There's gonna be things that you're gonna have to sacrifice along the way, but you know what? It is all worth it. When you get to that point and you look back over the last 15 days, over the last 4,690 miles.
Good morning, California. The Inspire Tour is on its last day.
Think I did it. There were a lot of people that cheered me on. There were a lot of people that rode with us the entire way. But to get to that pinnacle and realize that I did it because I said yes. I believed in myself. I believed in what we were doing out there. And I would hope that one day of finishing the tour would inspire women for the next 100 years.
We made it to San Francisco! Woo!
I think so often people let their excuses, their yeah-buts, get in the way of them achieving what they want in their lives. And yes, I was afraid, but guess what? You do it afraid. And that's how you get courage. And that's how you get bravery. You do it afraid, and you know that not everything is going to go perfectly, but you understand that the belief you have in yourself is what's going to carry you through to accomplishing your dreams.